ARCHANON'S here, and welcome back to another deck video, where today we do actually have quite an interesting, fun deck. Now, this deck was inspired by a Reddit post made by Insulting Rock, and he essentially pointed out that when you use Reclaim and Archanon together, there's a chance that it does hit the castle, and for him, it actually ended the game because the opponent didn't have a castle. It was technically, a game over, which the opponent, which Insulting Rock actually did have both castles, so the game kind of ended. And what I did was I essentially made a deck to test out this theory. I wanted to see what kind of thing can be done with it. And I discovered that the powers of Reclaim and Arcanon can actually take full control of an enemy unit, so we're going to end up showing you that today. The deck is pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's a very competitive deck. It's more like a for fun deck, maybe like a troll type deck. But regardless, let's hop right into it and see the deck list. So here is the deck for the Archanon Reclaim, or what I like to call Archanon's Reclamation. It's a pretty standard red-yellow deck. A lot of the things that you see in this deck are what you see in the most other red-yellow decks. Of course, you get the Arbiter's Return. You've got the you got the Blue Firebolt, definitely. Fat Bard, maybe not in all the decks. You got Knight of the Flowers. You've got books. You've got the Flamestorm Tarius Files engine, and just a whole host of other things. Craxus, Arcanon, Tyrannosaur in your 6 gold plus. So what are the main points of this deck, or what are you going to be really looking for? The deck does utilize, of course, some hefty draws in here. You, like I said, have the Flamestorm Tarius engine, great for double drawing. You've got Grotesque for things like the Sunflower that have a last will, or just in general your weaker units like books that can't be reawakened. You might want to sacrifice those for more draw. And what you're going to be doing for that draw is essentially looking for your combo pieces, Arcanon and Reclaim. Now there is a different interaction, a different combo in this deck as well, which I will showcase. It's the Verdict and Arbiter's Return. And some people do know this, some others don't. But Arbiter's Return and Verdict kind of work in a weird way together. If you play Arbiters with the Verdict trap on the castle, and Arbiter disappears like it's supposed to, it actually triggers the Verdict card thinking that a unit or one of your units has died, and it'll actually take out an enemy unit for you. So it's sort of like a back pocket free murder with the heal and the Judge Summon. So it's a pretty powerful combo to say nonetheless. But there is, of course, a lot of good things in here as well. Not to mention the draws. We do have a lot of power in this deck, you can see. Not only do we have Fat Bard to give everything that, +1/+1 stat, but you do have units like I said, the Knight of Flowers, Tyrannosaur, White Knight, Keeper of the Door, which all benefit and become even more powerful from a simple +1/+1 buff. They can survive longer on the field and do more damage. So, of course, there's some other things in here that maybe aren't what you would see in everyday Warlock decks. I think some still carry the Flame Shield, which is a nice +2/+2 buff. Same with Drain Life, but it actually deals 2 damage. I'm surprised this hasn't been going around more. But regardless, I did want to include it because no matter where the damage got dealt to from Arcanon, you're still going to get a +2/+2 on a friendly unit. So there's always that sort of backup buff if Flame Shield doesn't end up working out for you. So, that is, of course, the deck of everything else in there. Somewhat self-explanatory, like I mentioned. So, what we're going to move on to is actually some demonstrations. Now, there is no guarantee that you're going to be able to pull off Arcanon Reclaim or Verdict Arbiter. Did I say Arbiter Reclaim? Arcanon Reclaim or Arbiter Verdict every time in a match. So what I did was I actually went into practice matches and put together the interactions between both sets of cards, which I'll showcase to you now. And of course from there you will move into an actual match where you can see the deck, where you may not actually be able to get the Arcanon Reclaim or the Arbiter's Verdict, and still see how it's a pretty strong deck though, if you don't, again, have any of those factors. So with that being said, let's check out the Arcanon Reclaim combo. So here's the first interaction, or really the major interaction of the deck, the Archanon plus the Reclaim. For this to work, you do need an opponent to have a building, but with all of the dojos and maybe even Tarius files going around at this time, I think having a building out from your opponent will be more than likely. So, with all the units on the board, it's also going to be a bit harder for you because, of course, the random targeting means any one of your own units could be a target, and if that happens, nothing happens. So let's see if we can actually take this wizard here via the Reclaim. So Archanon is out. Let's try the Reclaim. It hits the castle. And it... Okay, well, in this case, it actually closed the game. So, I guess that's a thing that could happen. I didn't actually expect it to hit the castle. I expected it to hit the unit. But I'll be back with a unit example momentarily. Alright, take two. So, there's a lot more enemy units out on the board now. And we do have the Archanon and we do have the Reclaim. He's got some buildings here too. So hopefully we can take one of his units. Let's give it a try. So, Reclaim onto, let's go the tower. We'll take the tower. Okay. Not exactly what I want, but I mean, I'll take it. It's still a Reclaim, but maybe let's try one more time. Okay, here. Third time has to be the charm. Let's see if we can get the Reclaim onto an enemy unit. Let's reclaim the Merchant's Estate. And we did. We did get the Troll Gunner now working for us. It did take the buff from Fat Bar, which is nice to see. And now you can see we have total control over the Troll Gunner. We'll just kind of reinforce it with the Bard. We'll keep the turn going. See if we can keep it alive to show you that you do get total control of it. I think I'm experiencing a little lag on the video. Maybe. I don't think so. Anyway, let's see what happens. So, of course, blocking it off there, but turns are traded with the Assassin. And you could see Troll Gunner still remains under our control. So it's a cool little interaction to see you taking control of an opposing unit just by using a Archanon Reclaim. Oops, speaking of Archanon, forgot he was on the board. So now that's a fighting brewery. So we're gonna bolt that away, and that happened. Man, I am not. You know, we'll just place this trap. We'll move on. We'll move on. And here's the second interaction, the Verdict Arbiter portion. So I already have Verdict set on the castle here. It can go off, of course, any moment now, whenever one of my units dies. But instead, let's play the Arbiter here. So we'll use the Arbiter. We'll take out this Troll Gunner here to just make sure we can get rid of something. And then we'll simply call it a turn here. Now, when the Arbiter leaves, it actually activates the trap here, and you can see the Verdict successfully killing, well, maybe the range would have been better, but it does kill off the unit. So the Judge leaving the board still counts as a unit dying for you. So you could use that to your advantage and ultimately end up utilizing this combo to get rid of maybe some of your stronger enemy units, maybe like Ranger or so forth. But with that being said, let's hop into the match itself and see how the deck functions in a game. Alright, so for the opening hand, it looks okay. We do have the Flamestorm, we do have the Knight of Flowers, and we do have the Verdict. Gonna go a little risky here and shuffle out the Verdict and see what we get. Keeper of the Door, not bad, and we do have Grotesque Offering. While it's okay, we don't really have the units to sack for it. I was hoping for Hassan's City Guard like he does. I think we're going to play the Flamestorm now. Gets rid of the guards, brings us down to 18. I could have played it next turn to see if I could bait out anything, like another guards. But by then it'd probably be too late. So let's get one of our guards out here. That sounds like the right idea. Okay, so he brings out the Maddie, which brings out the Wind Mage. Not bad. Wind Mage might be a pain in the ass, but he can't reach me if I'm up here. I think he's baiting us, though. Well, no. I was thinking of Lightning. He's running yellow-green. I don't know what I was thinking of. But yeah, you can see how, you know, it runs like a standard red, yellow wood. Ooh, Bard. Oh, Bard. Oh, no. Lord, why'd you have to go and do that to me? Alright, let's do a little bit of this. Where do I want to put him? Let's put him out of the Wind Mage range. We'll keep him back here. I doubt he'll be able to get the combo off to kill it. You never know, though. There's a sharpshooter. Ooh. He's gonna keep it back. He's gonna keep all of his guys back. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. We could get rid of the sharpshooter. And then move that there. Sounds like the right play there. Now remember, folks, this isn't really a competitive deck. This is more of a fun messing with interactions deck. So it's alright if we lose here. Just wanted to kind of bring these interactions out to light, but it's bound to be an interesting match. So, of course, he weakens Keeper of the Door. Perfectly fine there. He's got his Hassan City Guards. Got one of them moved up, though, the shiny one. Shiny ones are always important. Maddie retreats. Dwarf Miner comes out. And that's going to end the turn. Alrighty. So I think we're going to pull off the Drain Life here. And then we got what we wanted buffed. Alright, beautiful. So now we can smack you. We got a Headless Horseman. And then let's throw the Sunflower one down. My idea right now is to use this as the grotesque target to explode for some nice damage. I doubt he'll be able to take us out with a ranged unit. Courthouse. Ooh. So then does he want to trade anything, though? He can clearly trade the Hassan City Guard. Okay, he's Divine Knowledging, so he's not going to throw anything else out. But how's he going to deal with the Keeper threat that's at his face right now? Because I can buff it. And buffing it means that I'm going to be right at his face, and he's going to have to answer. And we're going for the buff. Let's go for the face buff. So we'll take that down, get another Headless. Let's trade with the Dwarven Miner. And then the Headless, ooh, takes out the Courthouse. I probably should have done that at a different time. Move the Vicious Sunflower up 1 to potentially clear the board with a grotesque Sunflower play. And then... the Mithril. Okay, the Mithril's nice. Alright, so he hits the Paladin with the Keeper. He's going to trade me the Banshee. He's going to give me more. He's got to keep giving me units here, unfortunately. That Keeper got too powerful. Yeah, that probably will end the game right here. So let's do, of course, Keeper to face. We'll get the Banshee. Let's trade you there. Yeah, that's going to end it. We'll play, yeah, we'll just be respectful and end it there. So we do see the Keeper of the Doorway here, you know, unleashing some true power here. The more late, the later the game goes, the more power this deck will have. We saw that he did push us early, get some aggressive damage in there, but we were able to come back and effectively pick up the win here by just overpowering him with that Keeper of the Door, forcing him to trade, and taking out the Courthouse with the RNG was just a lucky pull by us. But overall, a great match to demonstrate a very fun and wacky deck. With that being said, guys, that's going to end today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and comment down below what your thoughts on, not only on the deck, but the discovery of Archanon and Reclaim taking control of units or the Arbiter Verdict, which some people, of course, may already know about. How do you feel about those two combos existing? And does the deck work well with them? Again, let me know in the comments section below. And if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, show your support, help us grow the channel, all by clicking that subscribe button. And with that being said, guys, be sure to check out or check in tomorrow to the channel where we will have our continuing Shadow of War Blade of Galadriel live stream series. We did Saragoth today. It was a bit fun. Not a lot of people, but we, again, still had fun taking over Saragoth tomorrow, moving on to Nurnin and Golgoroth. So with that being said, guys, until next time, stay gaming.